I'd say the best advice I've been given to date is to just wholeheartedly love what you do, and in that to find the things, even in the most tedious tasks, that you love and that are great things to come out of it. And that's the way that you can just really give your whole self and commit to any task. Well, when I had to think about this question about who inspires me, I think about the women that I work with on a day-to-day basis. So my line managers, my directors, I just think they're amazing women who have so much knowledge and passion that I just want to draw from. And also the women that I've met in the Women in Planning network, they've all achieved so much, and I just aspire to be like all of these women in the built environment sector. I'd say the best book I've read is called Open City by Teju Cole, and it's a story about this guy that's going through all these experiences, but the main part is that he's walking through different cities and places and explaining them from his own experience, and it gives this spatial story of communities and urban form, and I just really enjoyed that. If I was left in a room with a pen and a piece of paper, I would want to create a mental map of London, because I'm from East London and I've always lived in this East End bubble. But on the projects that I'm working on at work, I'm discovering all these new places across London and speaking with the communities that live in them. And I'm learning more about all these new places, and I'd just like to kind of visualise that and see how much my knowledge of my London has grown. I am most proud of my involvement in the Olympic legacy. So from 2011 I was part of the Legacy Youth Board as a Tower Hamlets representative, and we were consulted on what the Olympic Park would look like in the future. And that whole experience snowballed into what I do now. So it's why I studied a town planning degree, it's why I am now working at a community engagement consultant company, because of how important it is for people to be involved in the changes that are happening in the places that they live. On a daily basis, I like to try to write a list. I love lists. And the list would normally be things that I need to do, and it'd be just before I'm going to bed to get all of that out of my head. But I've started to do it so that it's more aspirational, to think about what I'd like to achieve in the next day, week or year. And yeah, just to get that out of my head before I get to bed. So I can personally see the built environment sector becoming way more inclusive. That might be just because of all of the events I've been going to that have been giving loads of amazing recommendations about how there can be more diversity in the professionals in the sector, but also how to include more people in the process of planning and in change. But yeah, I can really see that being realised because of the great research that's being done and the people that are already making great strides in it. I think groups like Fame in Property and Women in Planning have highlighted the issues of diversity in our industry and kind of shown the people at the top there is a need for us, we are important, and it's bringing it more to the fore, and now it's being put in place in policies, within companies, but also just the wider built environment agenda.